no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. So TCU's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a...
Turns it on down the left side. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that... yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You think there's some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Red Raider!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down. He's looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off.
There he goes! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frog just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Got his man on the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab over the middle. All down, but they'll move the the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end.
Turning it on. Hits him with a stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. It's a reverse. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out. A huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work.
Let's go! Let's go!
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it in the middle, it's Bettis. They'll mark him down at the 2, the excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Red Raider. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Complete to start this drive. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll test the right side. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Give to the running back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, he's got some space. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Starts to scramble to the left. Slings it downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit. Forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
It's top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Hey, 27, jump.
These corners going to give them some space. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bettis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. He breaks a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. On the move, he fires. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Finds a spot in the middle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. Absolutely perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this. Contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, TCU! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught over the middle. It's Bettis. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quickly complete. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Bettis. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Kansas State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so
he's going for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the move. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The give on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quick strike complete. Knocked off his feet. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Pulls it in. It's Penn. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, TCU. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Punts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the...
There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Takes it the other way. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense putting points on the board. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Third down play from the gun. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great... And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lets one fly deep. Got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Makes the catch. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
and a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he tacked on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this...
Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's got it. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Quarterback making adjustments. They want to throw it. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse